again. so, Yesterday, Wednesday, what did I do? Well, most of the day, yeah, like I said in the previous video, which was just before, it was very nice weather. So I decided after studying for a bit, around 12ish, I went out to the city and wanted to walk around. And also, I was supposed to send a package on Monday, but since I all the stress with the driver's license, I didn't do that, and I did other stuff instead, and the lessons and everything piled on. So I my one of the reasons as why I went out because otherwise aimlessly doing nothing. I mean, Tokyo is a big place. Just going somewhere without any kind of need or will or thing, and you end up doing nothing. And speaking to people is always something, but speaking is harder to do, in my opinion, with Japanese people during the daytime than it is if I were to do it in the evenings. In the evenings, the Japanese people that are moving about are not stressed, and it's easier to find people that are willing to converse. And well, it's just a better atmosphere for socializing in general. And during daytime, I've found embarrassingly that there are many non-Japanese Asians moving around. So unless I'm certain that they are Japanese, it's I try not to approach too many Asians because they speak most often Chinese or some other Asian language which I cannot discern. Anyhow, I study in the morning. Then I went out, and I went out to look at the things that were supposed to be in the first box and see where I could get them, and try to also find if there was something I wanted to buy, like both stuff here to the apartment, which also made me think like, okay, this is a process I'm probably gonna go through again when I move here, and there are lots of things that I would have liked to buy if this would have been my apartment that I was settling in. This was like I would need this, and this. They're very convenient to find. So I went to different places, checking prices, checking difference in prices from, say, for instance, department store to Don Quixote. And for those that don't know, Don Quixote is a big kind of mixed goods shop, a bit like Clas Ohlson's or something like that, but ridiculous and full of lights and sounds and stuff. It's a store that has everything kind of, not furniture usually, but they have a lot of things and a lot of varied goods, and it's often big stores that are open 24/7. You have food in them, mostly um, conserved foods and things that doesn't spoil that quickly, but there are definitely Don Quixotes with fresh foods as well. But anyhow, I went to a couple of these as well to look for things that people have requested. People, and also I'm planning to send candy or sweets back to the apartment for the boys, Rasmus and Rigo, as well as sending things I want when I come back home. So uh, the trickle will come one package every now and then. So, but the slow start has made that not possible. So yeah, I check the things before I buy them because I had this discussion with a friend yesterday. I don't like to impulse buy. So if I see something that I like, I don't just buy it the first time. I look at, note the price, write it down if I want to in my little notebook, and then I go and I check maybe a few other places along the way, like can I find this here, 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 and if the prices are significantly different, I try to discern why, and then I go back later with the mission kind of thing. This I think will be harder than usual because when let's say a standard trip or standard method, I usually do this and then I go back. And when I do something like with a mission, I usually go very efficiently. I mean, high speed and trying to just go get, and pay as quickly as possible. I am not that flexible. Right now, I cannot move in the speeds I want, so I will probably get frustrated with the slowness and also having to adapt to annoying people that I cannot move around as quickly. But another purpose other than looking at things like that yesterday and also getting some warmth and sun was to actually check out my leg. I've become a bit discouraged since the progress is not going as fast as I want. And also sometimes it is some days are worse, some days are better, but I had a goal to walk around the Yamanote line, which is a circular line that goes around Tokyo to several important and big stations, and I've always wanted to walk around it. And I had the goal to do it in the end of April, beginning of May, before I go back. I Yesterday I thought I would probably not be able to recover enough because it it is slow. But I tried to go as far as I could before the pain got unbearable, or not unbearable per se, but it got too much that it was extremely unpleasant continuing to walk. I wanted to see when does this happen, and usually an average day in Tokyo is about 20,000 to 30,000 steps per day. Around 8,000 steps of steady walking with a focus on actually doing it very properly. And the pain was too much. I had to return back home, and I also experienced that I was weirdly exhausted in a way I have not experienced like that before. So very exhausted. Probably due to the constant pain and also the constant focus on put the foot down, try to do the full range of motion, don't cheat, stairs going down and stuff like that. And I found the strength when the wounded foot is in the back on a stair, when it's supposed to keep the entire weight while I go down with the other ones, that's where I kind of just drop with the right foot instantly, or not instantly, to the next step, and that's why it's halting going downwards. The hip thing is also a problem, probably. I cannot discern that by myself, but it is now noticeable that okay, lifting the left foot that had been broken and then going down with the right foot, that's when all strength fails because I cannot independently without some little guidance, or not guidance but alleviation, go down the stairs. But it now I can almost do it and I can feel the process. Before I just couldn't, it was too quick because the foot couldn't lift at all. Anyhow, I focused a lot on that yesterday, and I think that is why the pain was so great. And I think the exhaustion had to do with that the pain actually takes, having constant pain takes a lot out of oneself in general, that I have not experienced in such degrees before, because during the time where I was confined to my couch slash bed in the beginning, I mean, I didn't expend energy while having pain at the same time, so probably that. But today, as a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler. We'll see how it goes today. Today I actually woke up without pain in my foot. I usually have some soreness when I wake up, and it wasn't there. And when I moved around the apartment, I felt more flexible. And when I'm stretching, the pain is very much further away. So maybe what I actually need to do, and not rule out the possibility of Yamanote yet, is to actually every other day, because I think my foot needs a rest. I maybe should push my foot to that point I pushed it yesterday. And that exhaustion and being that sore when I go to bed probably will help with stretching out the ligaments, and also removing the deeper pain that feels like it's in the bones. So yeah, I will continue with that. So yeah, today I exactly a flexible thing. Uh, so when I go out soon, I will go through past the post office and ask them, "Have you seen this letter? Is it in the country?" In the app, it didn't check, but and I'm checking too much for to be healthy, but I think it will arrive in Tokyo today. Uh, yeah, it doesn't say, but last time it took just one day after it um, had arrived, and I'm certain it arrived in Japan yesterday, and it took just one day for it to pass customs, and that's probably when it will be registered in the app. But I will go to the post office and see if I can get more information, and make sure it's not just waiting. It because it has not arrived, and they will probably have to knock on the door or something like that. So anyhow, study, going out, and then see what happens. I will need to test how flexible my foot is in a real environment, because in the apartment it is unbelievably good today. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow.